I'm your number one fan.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
Whatever you do, don't fall asleep.
What an excellent day for an exorcism.
My mom and dad are gonna be...
I see dead people.
Hello.
Hello.
Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday and welcome to Killer Cuties Podcast.
Welcome in.
I'm KD.
Oh, I'm Cassidy. We haven't introduced ourselves in 80 episodes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a long time.
I guess it's about time.
It's weird saying my name out loud. It was weird.
Yeah, I kind of forgot my name for a second.
Yeah.
Who am I?
Mm-hmm. Well, anyway.
Yeah, now that you know who we are, let's hop into some news, huh?
Yeah, horror news, and then we're going to talk about Terrifier.
Oh, yeah, we are.
Yeah. I'll go first with the news.
Great.
I've got more Flanny news.
We love the Flanagan.
Mike Flanagan. He's teaming up with Stephen King for The Life of Chuck.
Yep.
We've known that for a while. It's an upcoming sci-fi horror film starring Tom Hiddleston, Mark Hamill, Karen Gillan, and Jacob Tremblay.
Mm-hmm.
The film debuted a few weeks ago at TIFF, and it won the People's Choice Award.
Hey, let's go.
Yeah, I mean, a week ago at the time of recording, but by the time you guys are hearing this, it was a couple weeks ago. Because of that win, Neon is trying to scoop it up. They're working on closing a distribution deal to acquire the film. And if you remember, Neon was responsible for all the viral marketing for Longlegs. I don't want to spoil anything. The movie is just sort of an anthology of Chuck's life and death, and there's a haunted house involved, so it's very Flanny coded.
Yeah.
And it's slated to release summer of next year.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
I do like Neon. They're really, getting it
Popping
when it
their
comes
pussy.
to horror. Yeah.
I saw
Yeah,
you were going to try that.
I was gonna say it, yeah. In not similar news at all, but we'll get to tying it in, I promise.
Okay.
Prime Video is releasing a horror baking competition called Killer Cakes.
Oh.
It premieres on October 8th. Contestants will work with special effects artists to create cakes that bleed, vomit, or are just nasty, but also delicious. Sounds fun. It is going to be co-produced by Blumhouse, so there's that.
Great.
But the judges for the competition show are going to be food creator Nick Alcatraz, Halloween actress Danielle Harris,
Oh.
and here's how I'm tying it in because he has a small part in The Life of Chuck, Matthew Lillard.
Yay! Daddy!
Yep. Yeah, there's already a trailer for it, so you can look that up. We can link that if we'd like.
Hooray.
Yeah, it's cute.
Tying back into my last news,
Mm-hmm.
speaking of long legs,
Great.
we're getting a remake of the 1992 thriller The Hand That Rocks the Cradle.
Mm-hmm.
What does that have to do with long legs, I hear you asking? It was just released that Micah Monroe is going to be the star.
Nice.
Yep,
Nice.
she's reportedly the first choice for the starring role. So we'll give you more news as it comes out about that one.
A new horror comedy starring Nick Frost, who you might know from Shaun of the Dead. It's called Getaway, and it's set to come out on December 6th. But the official trailer has dropped, so that's exciting.
Yay.
It's supposed to be about a family vacation to a remote getaway that takes an unexpected turn when they discover the island they're on is inhabited by a serial killer.
Cute.
It seems kind of funny. So,
Oh, it's fun. Oh, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, horror comedy. If you're a fan of Nick Frost, that's coming soon. We'll link the trailer, obviously. Don't worry about it.
Cute. I have one more trailer news.
We love trailers.
I really love this trailer.
Oh, okay.
We finally got a full-length trailer for Last of Us Part 2. Yep. It came with a good chunk of Catherine O'Hara. But we still don't know who she's playing. We can kind of infer that she's playing Joel's therapist slash grief counselor. I don't know. We get some really harrowing shots of the infected. There's a scene of a very distressed Ellie. Joel is very sad. We meet Dina. We meet Caitlin Deaver as Abby. And then separately, we got confirmation that the team behind the show is going to be targeting award season. So that basically guarantees a release date before May of next year.
Nice.
So it's getting close.
Yeah, that's exciting.
I'm excited.
Yeah. I loved season 1. I thought that show was great.
Hands
I'm
down,
excited.
one of my top 5 favorite shows of all time.
Oh.
Easy.
Well, careful now. There's only one season. They could really fuck it up.
Yep. Yeah, I'm honestly expecting it to get fucked up.
Oh. Well.
We'll see.
Last news from me. Ring Camera is offering one lucky winner a $100,000 bonus for their ghost captures from now through November 1st. They are only taking the first 5,000 submissions, so get it in now. But yeah, according to the official contest website, they will accept anything from supernatural sightings of floating orbs and unexplained shadows to family and friends wearing silly costumes. Funny, frightening, fashionable, all of it. If you find a ghost, we want to see it. So it seems like it's not like a serious ghost finding competition.
Okay.
It's more just for fun. But it could win you $100,000. That's great. If you have a Ring camera, I say go for it. Do something. Shake your ass. Twerk a little bit. I'm sorry. The judges for the contest are going to be Stranger Things star Finn Wolfhard and paranormal investigator Katrina Weidman. So, go for it. You could win. That's exciting.
Yeah, that's super cute.
Yeah, people on TikTok fake paranormal activity all the time.
All the time.
There's going to be such good entries. It's going to be great. I love it.
And they're only taking the first 5,000. That doesn't even give you time to like produce anything.
Yeah, I guess you kind of hope that it doesn't fill up that fast, I guess.
Yeah.
Because, you have to have a Ring camera. You got to find out about it. And you got to be interested in actually doing it. I don't know how many people own Ring cameras, if I'm being honest.
I do.
Katie!
What?
Start faking some gorbs.
I'll get right on that. Actually, I do have a really scary video of a bug.
Great. Just edit it so that it has like a ghost costume over it.
Aww. Well, should we talk about Terrifier?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. I'll give you a little summary.
Okay.
Terrifier is a 2016 independent horror movie written and directed by Damien Leone, based off his character Art the Clown, who first appeared in a short film also called Terrifier in 2011. Art is a seemingly unkillable clown who on Halloween night captures, tortures, and kills two friends who were just trying to pass time waiting for their DD. It stars Jenna Cannell, Samantha Scafidi, and David Howard Thornton as Art the Clown. It was produced on a $35 to $55 million budget and made $416 million at the box office, but has since garnered a significant cult following. Wait, it did not make $416 million.
I was going to say, no, it did not.
No, it didn't.
It absolutely did not.
I was going to roll that back.
Yep.
It was produced on a $35 to $55 million budget and made $416,000 at the box office, but it has since garnered a significant cult following. It has a 5.6 out of 10 on IMDb, a 57% critics, and 53% audience score on Rotten Tomatoes. Divisive film.
Yeah.
For reasons we are going to explain now.
Some might say audiences were split in half.
Jesus. Come on.
I apologize. Again.
How long have you been waiting to use that? Since we started this fucking
decided.
podcast?
No, since I put Terrifier on the calendar.
What, 2 years ago? You've had this whole podcast planned out.
I put it on the calendar only when we got the release date for Terrifier 3, so that's when I put it on.
Oh yeah, that's why we're doing this now, is because Terrifier 3 comes out soon.
Yep. Yeah. I
Great.
think if you're listening to this, it comes out this Friday.
Wow.
Yeah.
I hope that all 10 people who go to see it enjoy it.
That is a gross underestimation of how many people love this film series.
Yeah. Crazy.
It is a very large cult following.
Yeah. Of the cult followings, this is probably the biggest one that we've talked about.
Maybe, yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Okay. Well, you said that he first appeared in the short Terrifier, but that's not actually true. That's the first one that he was the star of, kind of.
Oh.
But there were actually another short and then another film that he was also a part of. The Ninth Circle and then All Hallows Eve. So All Hallows Eve was the first film that he was ever in. But he wasn't really the main part of it. It was kind of like a series of different stories, you know. Kind of anthology-ish.
Well, All Hallows Eve has both Ninth Circle and 2011 Terrifier in it. When did Ninth Circle come out? Because I thought Ninth Circle was after.
Ninth Circle was 2008.
Oh, okay.
And then Terrifier was 2011. All Hallows Eve was 2013.
13 or 16?
13.
Okay.
And then Terrifier
16.
2016.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. But yeah, you're correct. They are both in there. But yeah, that's like technically the first time he was shown, but it's not actually it's not the same guy. David Howard Thornton was only hired for this movie because Mike Gianelli, who played Art originally in the two shorts and then All Hallows Eve, or I guess in the two shorts that they put into All Hallows Eve. I don't know. I read one thing that he retired from acting before the movie came out, so they had to replace him. And then I also read that he decided not to reprise his role because he didn't like how long it took to apply the prosthetics and the makeup. Maybe both. Maybe that was the reason he retired. I don't know. He's only ever been in those three things as Art the Clown. So maybe he decided this is too much. I'm not doing this anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, so then they held auditions, and I think David Howard Thornton was the sixth person to audition, and he mimed adding salt to blood to improve the flavor, and that's what won him the role.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Mike Gianelli just should have done CIA training. Torture training. Do you know of what I am referring to? What?
No.
Well, Jim Carrey.
Okay.
Hated getting makeup done for The Grinch. So they literally put him through training to endure torture that the CIA goes through.
Oh.
So that he could get through his daily makeup, which took like 8 or 12 hours.
That feels like we're doing too much. You know what I mean?
But God bless him for it. That's the best movie ever.
I don't disagree.
Great movie.
But also, I just don't think that it should be legal to have someone essentially work for 12 hours. I know you're just sitting there, but like you have to be awake and like actively doing what they need you to do so they can apply the makeup. And then also then you have to go and film.
Yeah.
That feels like it should be illegal.
Yeah. It does.
How did Hollywood just like skip over the whole workers' rights thing?
Still to this day.
I don't get
it. Insane.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, you're right. David Howard Thornton has mime experience. Mm-hmm. He channeled that into his evil Mr. Bean. His words.
Yeah, I didn't get that from his performance, but, but I think I've also only ever seen clips of Mr. Bean, so who am I to say?
Yeah.
Yeah, he said he was inspired by silent and physical actors. Charlie Chaplin, Buster Keaton, Lon Chaney, Doug Jones, and Jim Carrey. Speaking of
the devil.
Speaking of the one and only,
I love Jim Carrey.
I love Doug Jones.
I don't know who that is.
Can I see you back here?
I probably
I'll
do.
kill you. You do know him. He's basically, if you've ever watched a movie with like a tall, lanky, creepy monster in it, that's Doug Jones.
Slender Man. Babadook.
Okay. Maybe
Nightmare
not
Before
every
Christmas.
time. Well, that's animated, so no.
You don't even know what he's in.
First of all, he was in the absolute clunker Bye Bye Man. No,
Lots of people in this movie were in Bye Bye Man.
I know, right? No, he played the eyes guy in
Pan's Labyrinth.
Pan's Labyrinth. I think he also played the fawn guy in that too.
Okay.
If I'm remembering that correctly.
I like
He was
Pan's
in
Labyrinth.
Mama. He's been in a ton of horror movies. He was in Mama, he was in Bye Bye Man. He was in The Shape of Water.
Never saw that.
Great.
Is
You've
that the
heard of it
mermaid
though? He's the merman in it.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Is that a horror movie?
No, but
Oh.
just
Okay, sorry.
he's
Yeah, okay.
been in everything.
Yeah, he's been in
Every
lots of-
time there's a weird little dude, you're like, that's Doug Jones, man.
Cute.
Except for all the weird little dudes, you know, I guess.
Yeah.
But anyways, he's great. He's fantastic.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot. I was going to kick us off. I was going to kick us off with a fun review I read on Rotten Tomatoes when I was doing research about the film.
Oh, I love it.
Would you like to hear it?
Yeah, tell me it now, please.
Xavier T posted a review. Actually, it was on IMDb. Sorry. No, it was on Rotten Tomatoes. I'm stupid. He posted it just last week. He said, "This movie saved my life and my family. This movie is the reason I got married, had a kid, bought a house, bought a car, moved to Japan. This movie cured cancer." 5 stars.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to say to that.
Yeah.
I thought it was I'm gonna be honest, I thought it was gonna end with something like snarky. I thought it was gonna be like, because I decided to never watch a movie again, so I invested in my personal life or something like that. Like,
Nope.
you genuinely loved it. I love it. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, Xavier.
Let us know what this movie did for you and your family in the comments, please. Fun fact about where they were filming. The underground tunnels that they used for filming, they were part of an abandoned Seaview hospital. So they were the tunnels that they used to transport the dead out of sight of other patients so that they could be cremated.
Wow.
Yeah, very cool.
Spooky.
Yeah.
And I think they just roll patients by nowadays.
They put like a sheet over them, right?
Yeah. That's almost creepier.
Yeah,
Like, just don't. And nobody, they would think they're asleep.
that's true. Call your local hospital today.
And figure out.
Don't do that. Please
Don't do that. Yeah.
Don't do that. That was a joke. Don't do that.
Yeah,
Don't
don't do that.
overwhelm them.
I have a fun fact.
Great. I'd love to hear it.
Yeah.
Just the one or
just this one.
okay.
Samhain is how you pronounce Samhain. Not Samhain. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah. In their defense,
No. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say in their defense, I think anybody who's ever seen that word, who's maybe
Yeah.
like American and never heard it pronounced, would say Samhain. Samhain.
Samhain, yeah.
I think that I'll allow it.
No way.
I think, yeah, if you're writing a film, you should maybe do research, but also, would the characters in the movie know that? Probably not.
But it was a reporter on the radio.
How many local reporters do you know that would? say that right. I think every late night DJ I've ever heard would probably say Sam Hine.
That's crazy.
Yeah, well,
Disrespect.
yeah, I'm sorry.
That's okay. But fun fact, that's how you say that word.
Fun
Solid.
fact. It was, in fact, said incorrectly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be like that. When I was a kid, I thought it was Sam Hine for sure.
Well, yeah.
Until I heard it.
But you're
And I
not
was like,
an adult in a movie.
I was like, what are you saying? And I had to Google it. And then I was like, that's not. And I realized what was happening there.
Yeah.
More about David Howard Thornton and his casting. Damien Leone said when they replaced Mike Gianelli that Mike may as well have been a guy dressed as a clown, whereas David is a clown. He is a walking cartoon. He is Roger Rabbit in real life. And you'd never believe that he's Art the Clown, but he knows how to flip the switch and bring it to a dark place. What a great compliment.
Is it?
I don't know. It almost feels kind of like mean to Mike. Like, leave that man alone. He did fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Aw, poor Mike.
Yeah. But I do think David Howard Thornton did a good job.
Yeah, well,
Of all the acting in the movie, his was the best.
correct.
Does that mean a lot? Who's to say?
We
Me.
are.
No, it doesn't mean
Absolutely
a lot.
not.
The acting is not very good.
No.
Yeah.
You know, truthfully, not a lot about this movie is very good.
Don't spoil your rating, Katie.
Well, it's been half an hour.
Yeah,
so-
that's true. I really thought there was a sliver of a chance that maybe you'd just be gung-ho for
Yeah.
art, you know?
Really gravitate towards him.
Yeah, just like, man, this movie ripped.
To what do I
Go.
gravitate? What is there to be gravitated towards?
I think you should ask the many, many Terrifier fans.
I shan't.
Great.
I don't trust a one of them. They have terrible opinions.
Well,
I
calm
don't-
down now. They're gonna come for us.
I hope they do. He's not funny. He's not interesting. He doesn't have a compelling he doesn't have a backstory, let alone a compelling backstory.
Yeah.
His design is pretty mediocre. Like, are these people just drawn to him because he does sex crimes? Like, that's weird.
Yeah. I think there is a very specific type of audience in horror who just wants blood and gore and just like craziness. They don't care about plot. They don't care about character development. That's like, they just want to see a gory movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's fine. You can watch whatever you would like. It's not for me. Anyways, but I do think, unfortunately, there's a very, I'm hoping, small subset of fans of this movie that kind of ruin it for everybody else because they're kind of vicious when they defend the movie. I think if you love a movie and you want to defend it, that's fine. Jennifer's Body has rotten reviews. I'll defend that with my life. I'll die on the hill that that's a good movie. There's a lot of movies that have poor reviews or even movies that are just plain bad that I will die on a hill for because I love them. But
Yeah.
I'm never going to attack people who don't like them because most of the time, like Batman and Robin 1997, I can understand that like it's not a great movie. I just love it. Like, I understand the flaws. I understand why people don't like it. And I think that that's maybe important. I literally kept a Reddit thread open because someone said that they felt weird after watching it. It's just in like Reddit r/horror. They were just like, hey, I felt weird after watching these two movies. Did anybody else feel this way? And they had to edit it saying that they got 4+ messages from Reddit Cares insinuating that they are mentally unwell because fans of the movie started reporting them, basically saying that they were mentally unwell because they didn't like the film. That's crazy. Don't do that because someone doesn't like a movie that you like.
Yeah, you hear that? Don't do that to me.
Don't report me to Reddit. No, but seriously, like we're also getting like hateful DMs and stuff like that, and that's like crazy. Relax.
Yeah. I mean, we talked about it being like gore porn.
Yeah.
The production quality and the talent
Mm-hmm.
are the same caliber as you would expect in pornography. Like, I don't understand it at all. There
Yeah,
are
I
more
think
expensive horror or porn movies.
this movie kind of is, yeah, like torture porn.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It has the
Yeah.
most extreme versions of most kinks. It's like you know what I mean? Like there's like a really aggressive hair pulling scene, there's choking
Mhm.
scenes, there's suffocating scenes, there's cutting scenes. It's like they just wrote down all the kinks they've ever heard of, took it to the absolute extreme, and made a movie out of it.
Yeah.
I don't
I mean,
know,
I do
man.
think that there's cutting and choking and whatnot in other horror movies, and it doesn't come off the way that this one does.
Yeah,
Um, and that's, yeah, I mean, there's a whole huge discussion about, is this movie misogynistic or not? It is, but
absolutely.
yeah, I think it is. And I get that people want to defend it because they like it. You don't ever want something that you like to be like problematic, right?
Right.
Um, but
Boy,
I
do I
also
know
think
that.
it's like I think I understand the defense of it being like it's a horror movie. People are gonna die. People are gonna get, tortured. It's cool to see new ways of people dying in horror movies. Um, but I think the difference is like I'm never gonna go into a movie and be like, oh, a woman died, this movie's misogynistic. That's
Right.
not how horror movies work. But I think where this one kind of diverts from that is that the worst kills are reserved for women, and there's always some sort of like sexual humiliation aspect of it, and that's where it kind of draws the line. Like that's the line that's drawn because that doesn't happen to the men in this.
Mm-hmm.
The men are just wrong place, wrong time deaths, whereas he actively seeks out these women, sexually humiliates and mutilates them. And even this movie doesn't even have like a final girl because even she is punished. She doesn't get out okay, and then she's turned into a monster well, I guess at the beginning, but you find
Yeah.
out that's at the end. So it's like, sorry, I think that there's enough here that people are justified in saying that it's misogynistic.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And also on the note of like the final girl thing, she turns around in the wheelchair like it's some big reveal that she's the girl from the interview. Like that was
Yeah.
absolutely spoon-fed to us.
Yeah, I think it's interesting that that's supposed to be like a twist, that the beginning of the movie happens after everything else that we see.
Yeah, it just felt like a flashback. Like it.
I feel like I did not think, my only thing was I was wondering which of the two sisters it was going to be.
Right.
Not it was this before or after. I knew that it was after,
Right.
but yeah, I don't know, that was interesting.
Yeah. Like it tried to take itself so seriously in that.
Yeah.
Oof.
And I will say there was an interview after, I think in 2023, because there were a lot of criticisms like that. A lot of criticisms of this movie was that there's no character development and that it's very misogynistic.
Mm-hmm. And transphobia.
Yes.
There's the scene where the like chest of a woman is put on art.
Yeah. Damien Leone responded to that. He said, I get constantly accused of being misogynistic. Of course, today that is inevitable. What really shocked, I'm like, when you're being misogynistic, yeah, that is.
Yeah.
What really shocked me was being called transphobic based on the scene where Art skins and wears a woman. It made me laugh because it couldn't be any further away from what I am, raised by all women and everything. Just want to say, a lot of men are raised by all women and they're still misogynistic.
Yeah.
There's millions of men doing that right now.
Yeah. Also, the fact that you're being criticized and it makes you laugh as opposed to it makes you think or...
I will say the sequel, I think he did take some of the criticism to heart.
Okay. Ugh.
as to heart as they should have, maybe not, but there were some notable changes in the second one that, like, okay, I think he's at least learning. I will give him that. It's not perfect yet, but
Yeah.
But yeah, so I don't know. Maybe it wasn't his intention to be misogynistic. I think that, again, intention doesn't really matter. It kind of just was. A lot of women feel that it was, and that's kind of the whole point.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, finish the quote.
oh yeah, to finish it off, he said, I was raised by all women and everything. It's so funny to me. I think I'm just so comfortable tackling sexual violence because I was raised by all women that I don't think about those things when I'm doing it. I don't think I'm offending. I'm not trying to offend. So there's nothing, or really nothing, I'm not afraid to show. That part I kind of left out because I don't understand it at all. I don't see how being raised by women makes you comfortable with sexual violence.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a weird thing to say.
That's
to
a
me.
very weird thing to say.
I don't know.
That's why I wanted you to finish it, because what the fuck does that mean?
I don't know. I don't know what he was trying to explain there. I don't know the man.
And I don't think I'm offending. That's not up to you to decide.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I really didn't like that whole thing. Just rubbed me the wrong way.
Yeah, it's not the greatest response.
No.
Yeah. Also, I think you didn't watch All Hallows Eve?
I watched the first like 30 minutes of it. I watched basically
The Ninth Circle part?
Ninth Circle, yeah.
Okay, but you didn't watch the Terrifier short?
No.
Okay, I think watching the Terrifier short, like there's no way that couldn't have been intentional misogyny.
Because, the Terrifier short?
Yes. Like, if you don't want to hear it, you can cover your ears, but I'm gonna spoil it right now.
Tell me.
It ends with him mutilating a woman, cutting off her arms and legs, and carving the words pig, slut, cunt, and bitch into her. There is no reading that in any other way besides sexism.
Yep.
That's blatant.
Yeah.
So, I don't know how you could not be meaning to... Yeah, I think, yeah.
I do not like him. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like Damien Leone.
I think that's a fair takeaway, if I'm being honest.
Thank you. Glad we agree.
Yeah.
We can talk about some more fun facts, though, I suppose.
Okay.
I did find it interesting that the ambulance that passes by Dawn while she's on her phone and listening to the radio in the car, that was unplanned. It was a real ambulance that drove by.
Yeah, I think that's funny.
It's cute.
Yeah. Like, what great timing. You're like, oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I also, side note, there was a review that I saw, and I apologize because I didn't write it down. And you're not even going to think this is funny. But this person was basically just, like, ripping apart this movie because they felt it was very misogynistic. Fair. Mm-hmm. And one of the things they said was, like, I can't even think of a woman's name, so I'll just use names that Joss Whedon likes. Because Tara and Dawn are both names from Buffy. So
oh, no.
I think it was probably a coincidence, but I do think that was a very funny.
God.
The latex mold is the same one that was used for Mike Gianelli in All Hallows Eve because they wanted to keep like the look. What?
What latex mold?
For the face.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Sorry, I should have clarified that.
Yeah.
For Art the Clown's face, they had a latex mold, and they used the same one because they wanted to keep it like consistent, right? Same character. They just had to kind of mold it and modify it for David Howard Thornton's face.
Cute.
Yeah.
We love consistency. They mention there's like an advertisement over the radio for the Craven Halloween store. Wes Craven.
Yeah, a little nod to him.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's the best part of the whole movie. Thinking about other movies that aren't this one.
Oh, goodness.
Did you see the vegetarian comment?
Oh, about the pizza joint?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be a burger joint. And then the two kind of lead actresses, Jenna Cannell and Catherine Corcoran, are both vegetarian. So the director said, okay, let's put it in a pizza restaurant, where every vegetarian goes to eat.
Well, there are at least vegetarian options at a pizza place. There are not vegetarian options at a burger place. I thought that was considerate.
I thought he was overcompensating for the misogyny.
I think that I don't think that was it, but I think he was just being thoughtful.
Okay.
I don't think it's completely black and white.
We'll give him a win then, I suppose. Just a little one.
Yeah. I think he made a very misogynistic movie, and he needs to unpack that. And I hope he has a little bit. I think he has a little bit.
April 2023 says otherwise, but that was not that long ago.
That's true.
I hate to shit on him, but I absolutely would.
Yeah.
If he were near me and his mouth were open.
Cut the tapes. I gotta go. What the
fuck? Sorry. I don't even know where that came from.
A deep place, it seems.
We can take that out.
No, that's absolutely
that's the first TikTok you're posting.
Yep. Tuesday release. That's going out.
Oh, fuck.
Oh my god. Jesus. I don't even know what we were talking about.
Oh, me neither.
Oh my god.
Terrifier?
Yeah. Oh, the interview. Yeah. I think.
Oh.
I guess when I read that, it's like. I don't think I think of it as insidious as you do. I think of it more as someone who, like, genuinely didn't think that they did something wrong and therefore is, like, a little bit confused, but also, like, trying to explain why he didn't do what everybody's saying he did. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But to your point, it's not the best response, right? I think when someone's accused of making a violently misogynistic movie, you should just be like, wow, I'm listening to everything that you're saying. I'm going to do better. And then do better. And that's all you have to do. Well, no, you have to, like, unlearn some things too. But, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why is it so hard for people to do, like, a proper apology?
It's very weird hearing you take this side. You're so level-headed about it.
Oh.
It's very unlike you. Do you like Art the Clown?
No.
Okay. Well, then I don't care about you.
I don't necessarily not like Art the Clown. Like, I do think making him that character was a very smart move. I don't think people would be talking about this movie if it was just a guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think it would have disappeared forever.
Yeah.
I think because he's such a Halloween-esque marketable character, that's why it's kind of happened.
Yeah.
And I don't, like, hate the character themselves. I don't like this movie. I do think it's misogynistic. There's not a plot. Even if it wasn't misogynistic, like, setting that aside, if you can, it's still not good acting. There's no plot. There's no character development. So, like, it's still not a great movie.
Yeah.
But I can appreciate, like, some gore. I like that it's practical effects. I thought that they were pretty well done, especially for the budget that they had.
Yeah.
I don't think it's an irredeemable movie. I just think there are a lot of issues with it. And again, I've seen the second one. I do think that he's on his way to learning and doing better with some of those things. Again, we're not there yet, but we're doing better.
Getting closer.
And that's all you can ask, right? Is that people learn and grow and do that. So, yeah. But I'll
Okay.
be honest, like when the second one came out and I had already seen the first one, I had no intentions of watching the second one. I was like, I don't need to watch women be like sexually mutilated again. That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm good. And then everybody was kind of like saying that it was much better than the first one. So I was like, all right, I'll watch it.
Yeah. I mean, it's just the one scene that people talk about.
Yeah. Yeah, the bedroom scene it's a lot.
Haven't
But
seen
there is
it.
a plot. There is like an actual like semi-strong female character. Like I will give it that.
Well, should we rate it?
Oh, you don't have any other fun facts?
No.
Oh,
Do you?
okay. Just one.
Oh, okay.
They had to do a full body mold for the hacking scene, you know?
I do.
And
I
when
do
it was
know.
being created, the actress who played Dawn, Catherine Corcoran, she was like trapped in it for over an hour because I think she accidentally removed too much of the separation agent. So
Ooh.
it like was sticking to her. She almost had to go to the ER because of it, but they got her out. She's fine. But
No, she's still stuck in there.
she's to this day, Catherine Corcoran is still in the mold.
Well, I'm glad she got out.
Yeah. And then
I
my
don't-
other thing, go for it.
I was just gonna say I don't want a separation agent on me. I don't want that on me. I don't know what that is. I don't want it on
Well-
me, and then I don't want another thing on me also.
Well, you do have to have the separation agent if you want the mold to separate from you.
Right. So then the mold's not gonna be on me at all.
Great.
It's just not happening.
Okay, I'll let Damien know.
Thank you.
When you premiere in Terrifier 4, you will not be having
There will
A
not be a
mold.
mold made of me.
Yeah, and then the last thing I wanted to say is just a really dumb thing that I always get mad about in movies, but it's so easy to fix. I hate it when they show text messages between two characters and it's the only text they've ever sent to each other.
Oh my god, I thought the same thing.
They're sisters.
They're
You're telling me
sisters.
the first time they ever text was "Where are you?" I don't fucking think so, babe.
Yeah. Crazy.
It's
I thought
so
the same thing.
easy to fake.
Yeah.
Oh, hate that.
Yeah. No, you're so right.
Thank you.
You're so right.
Yeah. All right, now let's rate it.
Okay. All right. How scary did you think it was?
I gave it a 1.5. Only because I do remember the first time I watched it and I like knew nothing about it. He kind of creeped me out a little bit. I was like,
okay.
what's this guy gonna do, you know? But then once it starts going to the over the top gore, then it's not scary to me anymore.
Yeah. How old were you?
I'm doing the math. 23.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was pretty impressionable at 23.
It's just a little creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm assuming you gave it a 1?
I gave it a 1. It was not scary at all. 7
fair.
years ago, I might have thought it was a 1.5.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I don't know. That was about the same time I watched Pyramid Head,
Silent Hill?
and that was a 5 out of 5. I've
Yeah,
never
so
been
you'd
more
be-
scared in my life.
Pissing and shit and crying.
Yeah. Yeah. But now,
No.
please. I've seen Oddity.
It's true, I did make you watch that.
At some point, we're going to talk about Oddity.
Yeah, we are. When Oddity 2 comes out.
Oh, God. I hope.
How sexy did you think it was?
A 1. I only gave it a 1 because it's as close as I could get to 0.
Yeah.
What did you give it?
A 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not that sexy.
Nope.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
know if that was the intention, but how fucked up did you think it was?
I gave it a 2.5.
Okay.
It's pretty fucked up. For a lot of reasons.
Mm-hmm.
The gore, the massage, all of it combined. But I didn't give it any higher because I do think like some of the gore is so over at the top that it's like, well, it's a little cheesy.
Yeah.
So it's kind of teetering between like a 2 and a 2.5.
Yeah.
What about you?
I gave it a 2,
Yeah.
but sort of for different reasons.
Oh.
I would rate it a little higher, maybe
Okay.
even much higher. but I don't want to incentivize or reward this kind of shock horror.
Okay.
So it gets a 2
Oh.
out of spite.
I'm going to be honest with you. It's already been rewarded. You rating it higher is not going to do anything.
I'm taking a stand. What can I say? I have principles.
As someone who loves dying on hills and taking stands, I fully support you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, overall, what did you think of Terrifier?
I did not like it.
I can tell.
Not even a little bit. I don't even have like energy to talk about it.
Yeah.
I went through a lot of Rotten Tomatoes reviews just to try to like understand the psyche of these people that enjoy this movie.
Mm-hmm.
And another one mentioned that all of the negative reviews just don't understand B-film gore. Wrong. I absolutely understand B-film gore because I've seen the 2008 masterpiece, Thanksgiving. I don't need to see any more B-film gore movies to understand that there is, in fact, a place in this world for that specific genre of movie.
Yeah.
What I don't think that there is a place in this world for is gore porn, which this absolutely is. I didn't even know what that was until I saw this movie, and now I absolutely know what that is. And people on Reddit were Redditing, well, a movie can be gore porn and good. I've fucking yet to see that. Because there is not a redeeming quality about this movie for me.
Okay.
Not one. The acting was trash. The production was very clearly bootstrapped. I didn't have to know it was a $30,000 budget. I could see that very clearly. Nothing redeeming about the script or the plot, lack thereof. There was just nothing enjoyable about it at all. I'm almost mad that you even made me watch it. It was an hour and 24 minutes of my life I will never get back.
Yeah.
All that to say, I gave it a 1, and I would like to formally and publicly apologize to any movie before this I have given a 1 because it's not compared to this.
I don't think you've ever given a 1.
I have. It was the remake of the one
Jacob's
movie.
Ladder.
Yes.
I thought you changed. No, you gave Sexy a 1.5.
Yeah, everything else 1's across the board.
Yep, you're right.
Yeah, so I formally apologize to the remake of Jacob's Ladder, which I would gladly watch 100 times again before I watch this ever again.
Wow.
I tried, and I really tried. I tried to watch All Hallows Eve just to see if there was something redeeming. Like, maybe there was a reason they made a whole movie about this fucking clown. Nothing. Not an iota of reason to make a whole movie out of this guy. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I really hate it. I don't think you expected me to hate it as much as I do. I really fucking hated it.
I expected a 1 or a 1.5.
Oh, okay.
If I'm being honest.
Good.
No higher than a 2.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. That's why when you said, do you think I'm going to like this movie? I said, I would be very shocked if you did. It doesn't seem like your type of film.
No. I don't trust people who like this movie. I don't trust the people who agreed to make this movie. Something's off.
Okay.
That's all.
Great.
What did you think of this movie overall?
I do not hate it as much as you do.
Okay. That's fair.
Yeah. I don't like it. But I do think I find a little bit more redeeming qualities in it than you do. The acting is bad. There is no plot. There's no character arcs. There's just gore. And I don't mind gore. I do like the practical effects. I think Art the Clown's kind of cool. Like, I get it. I get his appeal to people. You know what I mean? It is misogynistic. Somehow less than the short.
That's crazy.
Which is crazy. I don't know. Maybe they're on par, but it's too misogynistic. But I can appreciate gory kills, cool kills. Like, I'm a fucking Saw defender. Like, obviously I don't mind gore and like some wild and crazy kills. But yeah. And I don't mind that it's low budget. Again, I think that there's sometimes like a fun quality about movies that are kind of bad. So I think it's mainly the misogyny that brings it down for me. Because everything else, like, yeah, there's some really bad acting and like bad movies that I love just because they're fun.
Yeah.
This one's not that fun.
It's not fun.
Yeah. But all that to say, I give it a 2. I know. I gave it 1 point for practical effects, and I want to be like, when I say I think Art the Clown's cool, I don't think like his like whole
Shtick.
misogynistic act is cool. I just think like as a character himself, as like a villain, he has potential to be cool. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, we know nothing about him.
Yeah, but I kind of don't mind that. Just like an entity who's there to fuck shit up. If he wasn't super sexist, I think, yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And to be fair, just to like put it out there,
Yeah.
I'm not a pussy anymore. I like horror. I like gore. I like some good fun kills.
You don't have to defend yourself for not liking this movie.
Good. Okay, then I won't.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're fine.
Thank you. I really don't
I
like this movie.
I don't think liking or not liking this movie makes you any more or less of a horror fan at all.
Good. Okay, good.
Just like any other movie. Like I people are gonna like movies, people are gonna not like movies. I think I can like semi understand the appeal of this one. I can't understand the people who are giving it 5 stars saying it changed their life. That's crazy. But
Yeah.
but to each their own, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I watched it. I can
You
say
did.
I've seen it.
You can say you've seen it.
And then I can get on my little pedestal and tell them how much it sucks. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm glad it's over.
Yeah.
It's behind us. We can move on. There won't be a movie as bad as that.
There you go. That's always the way to look at it.
Yeah.
We've watched your least favorite movie.
Yeah.
It's all uphill from
Uphill.
Downhill?
Uphill.
I thought it was
Well,
downhill because it's easier to go downhill. But down sounds bad and up sounds good.
Yeah.
But uphill seems like we're climbing.
I don't know.
It's all good from here.
Yeah. Nothing can be as bad as that.
Nope.
That's the TLDR.
Yeah. I've
Good.
seen movies worse than this. One day, I'll make her watch them too.
God.
No, I'm kidding.
We can.
Okay. No, as a stand right here, I say we never review a Serbian film.
Oh, God, no. Thank you.
No. Yeah.
I-
That's a 1 for me.
I've read the Wikipedia of Serbian film.
Yeah. That's also another disclaimer we should say. Katie has the ability to say no to movies. She has. We have movies red listed because they're not for us.
Yeah.
Or
But,
her specifically.
I mean, to be fair, I don't know a whole lot about him. Serbian
That's
film, I
true.
think, was one very early on. Somebody, you said, or somebody said.
Well, it was very early on because you were confused about my fucked up ratings. And I was like, once you see more movies, you're going to understand.
Yeah.
And I was like, you were like, what's like a 5 for you? And I said, read the Wikipedia.
Yes, you're right. You told me to. Yeah.
And yeah,
Nope.
you didn't even get to the bad parts before you were like, oh my God. I
Yeah.
was like, yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, I don't have any interest in ever watching that movie again. I don't think I gained anything out of it. I don't think there's any redeeming qualities about it. And that is a 1 to me. So I understand how you feel.
That's our
watching a
whole
1.
episode on a Serbian film.
That's our thoughts about that movie, if you were wondering.
It's a 1.
I don't care to review it. So
Yeah.
all right, would you survive Terrifier?
I don't even want to think about it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not driving drunk.
Great.
And
Love to hear that.
I think I would call an Uber. There was Uber in 2016. Actually, I think the movie
That's
was
true.
set in 2017, Halloween 2017.
That's true.
So there's Uber, and I think I'm calling one.
Do
So
you
I'm
think
not
he would have
sitting around
gotten
waiting.
you beforehand, though?
No, because
Would he have acted faster?
I don't think so.
Okay, great.
He didn't get them until they came into the build. Like, he wasn't like seeking them. It didn't look like. It didn't feel like
Yeah.
he was like,
He got Dawn out of the car.
oh, you're right. He did get Dawn out of the car.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I think I'm eating my pizza and I'm Ubering from the pizza place.
Great.
Or even before we go get pizza, because that's when we
Yeah.
were fighting about when are we driving.
Yeah.
So I'm living.
I love that.
Fuck you, Art the Clown. Are you living?
Yeah, if we're saying if we were calling an Uber, yeah, I would do the same. I wouldn't go get pizza to try to sober up. That's not how drunk driving works. I mean, you should eat. That does help with your alcohol. Uh, uh,
Absorption?
I'm thinking of like there's an acronym for it where it's like,
Blood alcohol level.
yeah, I guess that's what it is, huh?
Yeah, I don't think you
Anyways,
say
eating food does help that not go up as high and go down faster. However, I'm still not driving if I've been drinking that night.
Yeah.
I'm a responsible adult. So if we're saying that calling an Uber from there saves you, which I'm not sure it would, but I say, sure, we live then.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Cool.
Because realistically, I am with you. Between the two of us, we're calling an Uber. Okay, good.
Good for us.
Yeah. We never have to see Art the Clown again.
Great. But you can if you want to go see Terrifier 3 this weekend.
Oh, yeah. Christmas Terrifier. That could be redeeming.
I'm going to be honest, I probably will go see it.
I like Christmas movies.
I didn't love the second one, but like I didn't hate it.
Okay.
You know? It was,
Well, it was
better than this one.
Higher than a 2.
Yeah.
Well, like a 2.5? 3? 3.5? 4? 4.5? 5?
I don't know. I'd have to rewatch it before. Not a 5, Jesus. No higher than a 3. Let's
Okay.
be honest. All right. Would you like to predict next week's movie?
Sure.
I kind of switched it up on you, so you
Yeah,
didn't have time to prepare anything.
No, I didn't have time to
But-
think about it.
But that's good. On the fly, quick with it, you know?
Yeah, okay. It's
All right, tell me about...
Lake Mungo.
Yeah, tell me about Lake Mungo.
Okay, so Lake Mungo is a movie about ruins.
Okay, for everybody listening, the movie was going to be The Ruins, so that's really funny. Okay.
Thank you. No, okay. So Lake Mungo is about, a lake called Mungo.
Great start.
Yeah. A bunch of high schoolers, a group of high schoolers, go to camp at the lake called Mungo.
Of course.
Yep. And it's a swimming camp. They're like working on their swimming. They want to be Olympians. So they're like really, really serious about it. And one day when they're all out swimming, one of them gets pulled under the water by
my
something
God.
with
Okay.
like flipper hands. But nobody notices it happening.
Oh my God.
So they know that the kid went missing, but they don't know when he went missing. Like, is he in the water? Is he in the forest?
Right.
Did he go home? Is he lost? They don't know. They're like, oh
They don't know.
God, this kid, where did he go? So they keep doing their swimming practices.
Yeah.
And it's not until the third time a kid goes missing that they realize, oh my God, something's pulling them under the water.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and it's a little like lake monster.
Oh, okay.
But here's the kicker.
Great.
One of the kids, the one that's like most likely to be the Olympic swimmer,
Yeah.
he can hold his breath so long that he goes in the water with a knife to go and try to kill the monster. And he finds all of the kids that were taken underwater alive
What?
in like an underground like little cave where the sea monster lives.
Oh my gosh.
And they all live. And together in the little like cave thing, the underwater cave
Yeah.
thing, they're like running out of oxygen. They're like, oh my God, there's no more oxygen. And they kill the monster and then they all make it to the top. And then the movie ends
Gosh.
with the kid that is going to be an Olympic swimmer. He got into college
Oh.
And he freaks out because he gets to college and he finds out the mascot is the sea monsters. And he's like,
Dun dun dun.
Yeah, and that's the end of the movie.
Wow. A home invasion. All right.
What?
Because they go into the creature's house and they kill him.
Well, no, the creature takes them to his house.
Well, they were in his lake.
I guess that's true.
It's like when people villainize sharks.
Oh, I don't like
You're
that.
in his house.
I don't like that at all.
Yeah, so see? Look at that.
I'm
We're
such a
finding
fucking
out now.
TikTok troll about people villainizing sharks. I will call you out. That's like the one thing I'll call people out on.
I love that because I love sharks.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Nothing?
Yeah.
That was a good one. I put a lot of thought into that in the last
Yeah, that was pretty good.
hour and 10 minutes I've known about it.
Yeah. Someone goes missing.
Oh, okay. I was pretty close.
I'll give you that. So there's like one detail you got wrong, which is everything else besides.
It's not high school kids.
No, it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But not like a group of them. It's like a high school kid goes missing. You'll find out.
In the lake
there
called
is.
Mungo. You're really downplaying how much of this I got right.
Well, I don't think getting the fact that there's a Lake Mungo in a movie called Lake Mungo is worthy of praise, if I'm being honest.
Well,
anyways, you're gonna love this. It's a psychological horror from Australia.
ooh, about kangaroos?
And no,
Okay.
no, no. But it is a pseudo-documentary. It combines found footage and docufiction.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
That sounds fun
Found
as hell.
footage. Found footage just for you.
Oh, fuck Oddity.
Stop, I love Oddity.
I know, me too. That's a great movie. Well, good. Okay, I like Australia. I like the word Mungo.
That it's the recipe for success.
All right, well, I guess we'll see you next week. Somehow we talked for an hour and a half about
About Terrifier.
Terrifier.
After editing, it'll be closer to an hour.
Okay, good.
There's some things I need to cut out. No. Just joking. All right, cool. Well, thanks for listening. If you like Terrifier, tell us why in a nice way. Don't be fucking rude. And let us know if it's uphill or downhill. And
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Thanks.
We'll see you next week.
See you next Tuesday.
Bye.
Bye.